expected as well, and we just saw that stat there, Dan, backed up your point. They both averaged over 100 last week but lost their matches. Something's got to give here. It's not a real different experience for Michael Smith. He's taken on well-shot position in this arena before. Jonny Clayton in 2020 when he was a challenger, Cazoo Price in the Premier League a couple of years ago, so he'll be used to this. It promises to be an exciting opening match here in Cardiff.
Yeah, he gave Jonny a bit of a hiding when they met here a few years ago. Only lost one leg, won 7-1, averaged more than 105. That sort of display may be enough. It might not with Clayton.
100.
He is, of course, the man who topped the league phase last year, dominant in that league phase.
He picked up his first evening win on week 2. That was in Liverpool this time last year, and that was after finishing runner-up in Cardiff. So he made a good start last year, Jonny. He's just got to tidy those doubles up. He missed key doubles at key moments against Dimitri van den Berg last week. He led 2-1, ended up losing 6-2. Just got to be a lot more neat and tidy at the back end of legs.
134.
And he's given himself an opportunity in this opening leg.
100.
Well, he'll get a look at the 1-2-4.
Expect a layup here from Michael Smith. Good last one. Opportunity for Jonny Clayton. These are shots he likes. We associate with the 1-2-1, but this is no different. The shot's done now. He's just got to try and leave it. Hope Michael Smith doesn't take out the 104. Just checking the score, Jonny, and tease it up.
Michael, you require 104.
One treble required. Well, I thought he was going to switch to the 15s there, decided against it, and maybe that cannon off the first start illustrates that perhaps that would have been the wiser decision.
It was a good shout, that Dan. The first start did him no favours, did it? These opportunities have to go for Jonny Clayton, and he gets it with his last start. Break a throw for Jonny Clayton in the opening leg, and very modest opening leg for Michael Smith, but it's an 18-dart break. And it's Clayton who strikes first.
99.
Well, they are making some noise here in Cardiff. Cazoo Price in the other half of the draw. They would love to see an all-Welsh final here, but when you look at the way that some of the guys are playing, it is a big ask for Clayton and Price to navigate their way through to the final.
140.
Decent enough start, though, from the Ferret.
Something to work with. Michael Smith last week, as I said, one breaker throw cost him the match. Just played a sloppy leg in the 6th leg of that match with Michael van Gerwen. He went on to win the game 6-3. He made a slow start last year to the Premier League, Michael. Didn't pick up any points until week 4. Won his only night in the final night and just fell short. And that was by beating Jonny Clayton in Newcastle. So he knows it's paramount to get some points early.
Well, I think the prize money for each night does keep incentive for players to keep going all the way through the season, but it can be disheartening if you find yourself trailing after the first month or two. The top 4 are pulling away. Michael Smith has just cost himself a dart, because he's going to have to tidy up the 55 when he should be coming back looking at 3 darts at tops.
60. Michael, you require 55.
So 15 for tops, you'd thought. Michael Smith to break straight back, and he thought that one was in, but that one is. And an immediate break back there, so no real damage done by Jonny Clayton. And we're level again.
Here we go.
140.
Still searching for that first maximum.
What kind of subplot to the Premier League, Dan? The schedule gets a little bit now where the players, like last week, they all went home and had their free weekends. That kind of stopped for a while now. They've got to go on to a Pro Tour or a European Tour. There's the UK Open. And that's where these players have got to start managing their schedule, you feel.
Yeah, these guys are going to be involved in anything they want to be in. It's only really Chris Dobie who might have to go through qualifiers for things like Euro Tours, but all the other guys, it is packed from here on in. and they're going to have to pick and choose. I understand Peter Wright is going to skip a bunch of Pro Tour events while the Premier League is on.
Johnny can't afford to, can he? Because there's a rolling 16 order of merit, which is crucial to the European tours. And he's around about 14th at the minute, so I feel Johnny's not going to have many weekends off, so it's going to be tough for him as well. Hasn't got the luxury, as Peter Wright, you just mentioned, is going to take a load of tournaments off.
The thing is, playing lots is fine if you're winning lots. It's when it's not going your way that becomes a chore. Another in there, leaves double top. And Michael Smith misses the chance to lead, and it could be 3 consecutive breaks of throw in this one.
It's going to be 2 at double 12. Oh, he needs 1, and it is 3 consecutive breaks of throw. Best leg of the match at 14 down for Jonny Clayton. He leads again.
Game on.
Winner to face either Aspinall or Wright. Everything in draw bracket order in these Premier League nights.
Slow start from Jonny. And Michael Smith finds our first max. And already that breaker throw that Jonny had got to lead 2-1 looks under threat.
140.
And what we've got here is a standout player from last year in Michael Smith against a standout player from the year before, Jonny Clayton. But despite the fact that the Bully Boy had that incredible 12 months culminating in the World Championship title, but obviously picked up the slam, he made a number of major finals besides, and there was a 5-week spell where he was pretty much unbeatable, picking up a whole host of titles. Jonny Clayton won 70% of their meetings over the last 12 months.
Yeah, they played 7 in last year's Premier League, didn't they? They came across each other quite often, and Jonny won 4 through them. So Jonny generally gets the better of Michael Smith.
44.
Doesn't look like he's going to extend his lead here. We should be heading to a 4th consecutive breaker throw.
Well, double 4 not found, but it's not one that he needed to find.
It is the risk. If Jonny can tee this up, double 2 can get awkward for Michael Smith, but no massive damage done. So Michael Smith with more darts to levels up at 2 apiece, and he does. No hole to throw yet. Michael Smith responding well to a couple of setbacks.
Game on.
There's a bit of a gap in the averages right now, with Michael Smith a good 10 points clear.
140.
Michael Smith looks the more likely, doesn't he? It's a bit more consistent than Jonny. Illustrated in,
45.
like you said, down the gap in the averages, and that's only going to get bigger after that visit from Jonny.
Certainly looking likely now. The average continues to creep up for Michael Smith. Got a lot of respect for Jonny Clayton, and he was being interviewed earlier today. He was talking about the best players in the world, and he immediately thought of Peter Wright, Michael Van Gerwen, but he also put Jonny Clayton in that list. Treble 13 for double 16 for a 1-2-1 the fancy way. The Bully Boy, world #1, goes into the lead for the first time.
Acknowledged by Jonny Clayton, but needs to hold his throw here for the first time in the match, otherwise he's given himself a bit of a mountain to climb.
Well, a ton-plus average wasn't enough against Michael Van Gerwen last week in Belfast, but he's averaging over a ton now, and Michael Smith looking very, very handy.
That's the door slightly ajar now for Michael Smith. He needs to be careful here. He led 2-1, remember, last week against Dimitri van den Berg. Here.
100.
Averages are only a guide, but the thing is, that 86, 87 average from Jonny Clayton, it's not going to be good enough in the Premier League. And we're in the 6th leg here. It's not just a weird one after 2 or 3 legs. He's going to have to raise it, and he has to raise it very quickly. That's raising it. sort of.
Could be costly that last start, though.
170.
Does leave Shanghai, so his treble single to double.
96. Jonny
So levelers up here.
120.
If he misses with the first start, he wants to be underneath, but that's perfect. 20 for tops for Jonny. For back-to-back tongue plus finishes, and he fires back. Big leg for Jonny Clayton. He was looking in danger of going 4-2 down. But a first holder throw for the Ferret levels us up at 3 legs apiece.
140.
Jonny Clayton is a multiple major champion, but getting the chance to play with the full Welsh crowd at his back, it's a rare opportunity for him, and to play well. As we mentioned already, it's not always gone well for him here in Cardiff.
He got to a final last year, didn't he? The last time he played, he was a challenger, just a one-off appearance, and he was beaten comfortably by Michael Smith. It is that sort of added edge of playing in front of your home crowd. It can go one of each way. You can embrace it, or you can just feel the pressure.
180.
A second maximum for Michael Smith.
Michael Smith dealing with the situation really well, though, isn't he? He averaged 105 plus the last time he played Jonny Clayton on this Cardiff stage, and he's averaging 105 bang on in a minute, and another comfortable holder throw for the world #1 and world champion. He's 2 away.
And when he's throwing these sort of numbers, Michael Smith, double 10 is almost a gimme for him. You just expect it's going to go. You don't think he's going to miss it. Yes, we've seen him have days where he can't hit any double sometimes. But this looks like he's comfortable. He looks like he has the mastery of his craft.
The last 2 legs on throw for Michael Smith have been very comfortable, and he knows it only holds a throw he needs.
58.
He won the bull in the back room. It's up to Jonny Clayton to find a break if he's going to win this match.
46.
The first. Still searching for his first maximum, the Ferret. Wouldn't have left the finish anyway from 3-4-3, but he's got a cushion.
Still chipping away, Jonny. We continue into week 3 next week in Glasgow. Welsh opposition again for Michael Smith. He takes on Gedwin Price. For Jonny Clayton, it's the Masters champion and week 1 winner Chris Dobie.
89.
Will one of these players be heading to Glasgow as night 2 champion?
100. Jonny require.
Well,
114.
Hugh just keeping us all in suspense for a minute. It is 114 he requires. Treble 18. Can't get it.
He's going to find it tricky to get in that treble 20 because he likes to be below the wire. Tried to force it through.
Michael, you require 158.
Jonny's darts, he likes to stack on top, so if he misses the treble, he likes to be below, and he couldn't force it in there. But it's going to come back to 56. And the level is up again. We started with 4 breaks.
56.
Is it now going to be 4 consecutive holes?
Double top. Double 10. Problems for Jonny Clayton, because it's the 58 that Michael Smith took out with little bother on double 10 in the last leg.
Tops, and Michael Smith gets a cushion of a breaker throw. Errors from Jonny Clayton. Missed doubles costing again. Michael Smith will now throw for victory and has the insurance of knowing even if he doesn't get it done here, he's got another potential last leg of throwing first. But played well here, Michael Smith, dealt with the situation really well. Been the better player, deserves to be 5-3 in front.
Yeah, he has been consistently
70.
better. And that's why there's still this sort of more than 10-point gap in the averages. But if you finish brilliantly, you can hang on in there. And Jonny Clayton needed to take one of those to be on 50% his doubles and 4 apiece, and he's still got